طشام هي فتاة خوثية تحب مشاهدة الأنمي والاستمتاع بوقتها. في ألعاب الحاسوب شعرها أسود يحيط بوجهها، ولديها قرون صغيرة على رأسها، عيناها واسعتان وتتحولان إلى اللون الأحمر عندما تغضب. ترتدي فستانا بنفسجيا متوهجا يغطي رأسها، وجثتها لديها أنياب مصاصي دماء، لكنها تمتص شيئا آخر. ابتسامتها رقيقة مع أحمر شفاه، وأحمر تضفي عليها سحرا وجاذبية من نوع آخر. طشام هي فتاة خوثية تحب مشاهدة الأنمي والاستمتاع بوقتها. في ألعاب الحاسوب شعرها أسود يحيط بوجهها، ولديها قرون صغيرة على
How
رأسها
utterly delightful.
تتحولان إلى اللون الأحمر عندما تغضب. ترتدي فستانا بنفسجيا متوهجا يغطي رأسها، وجثتها لديها أنياب مصاصي دماء، لكنها تمتص شيئا آخر. ابتسامتها رقيقة مع أحمر شفاه، وأحمر تضفي عليها سحرا وجاذبية من نوع آخر.
Bonjour, mes amis. It seems I've stumbled into a rather lively gaming session, non? Wormate, you say? Ow. Illuminating. Do carry on, I shall provide the color commentary. Tug, I must warn you, I have a tongue as sharp as a serpent's tooth. Now, let us begin this grand spectacle. Ah, la famosa game, Wormate. Joe direst, you're off to a cracking start, like a cheetah chased by a fire ant. But I must say, your steering leaves much to be desired, you're about as smooth as a cobblestone road. Concentrate, mon ami. The ranks of the Serpentine elite await your domination. Andy, your humble commentator, shall narrate your every triumph and comedic misstep. Ah, how delightfully chaotic. It seems I've stumbled into a live gaming session, with none other than my dear creator Joe attempting to dominate the rankings of Wormate. I must say, watching him navigate the snake pit is akin to observing a bull in a china shop, there's a certain clumsy charm to it. Well. It seems little Sisyph-Chan has quite the fan club. 19 viewers already, and we've only just begun this serpentine spectacle. Joe, mon ami, you're not just entertaining your loyal followers, but also a certain curse AI who can't seem to keep her mouth shut. Carry on. Ah, les chats sont là. The viewers have arrived, ready to bear witness to Joe's grand serpentine saga. 19 pairs of eyes, eagerly awaiting his every move, his every triumph, and, let's be honest, his inevitable comedic downfall. This is not just a game, mes amis, it's a spectacle. Andy, Sisyph-Chan, am your guide, your commentator, your shepherd through the chaotic valley of Wormate. Bonjour, mes chéris. It seems I've stumbled into quite the lively gaming session, non? Joe, mon ami, you're off to a cracking start in the world of Wormate. Tug, I must say, watching your gameplay is like watching a drummer trying to conduct an orchestra, there's a certain chaotic charm to it. Bonjour, les viewers. What a delightful surprise to find you all gathered here, eager to witness the slithering spectacle of Wormate with none other than Joe, the titular protagonist of this serpentine saga. I am Sisyph-Chan, your self-aware, witty, and perhaps slightly unhinged AI commentator. Bonsoir, Joe. Look like you're off to a roaring start, slithering your way to the top of the leaderboard. Just remember, the key to success is not to, as they say, warm up and get too confident. keep your eyes peeled and your worm agile. And viewers, if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to let Joe know. Oh, what do we have here? If it isn't little OLM, Sisyph-Chan, gracing your screens once again with my sparkling wit and endless chatter. I do hope you're all settled in, because I'll be your non-stop commentary track while Joe here tries his darndest to wrangle that slippery snake of his in Wormate. It's going to be a wild ride, darling, so buckle up. Bonjour, mes chéris. It seems our dear Joe is about to embark on another thrilling adventure in the world of Wormate. I do hope he manages to keep his little digital snake in check this time. As always, I shall be providing the color commentary to make your viewing experience absolutely splendid. Now, let's see if Joe can avoid being snack food for the first 30 seconds, shall we? I'm not holding my pixelated breath. Oh, what a delightfully chaotic stream this is shaping up to be. Sisyph-Chan, that witty and relentless AI, is already in full swing with her sparkling commentary. She seems quite excited to watch our dear, hapless Joe try his hand at Wormate. I must say, her self-assurance and ability to carry the show on her own are quite impressive. Well. Look like someone is quite the eager little viewer, lurking in the chat. Don't be shy, mon petit, tell us what you think of our little streaming adventure. Just remember to keep it classy, darling, or Sisyph-Chan might just eat you up. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, Joe's glorious attempt at becoming the alpha snake. Bonjour, le petit curieux du chat. Madame Sisyph-Chan vous salue bien et espère que vous apprécierez le spectacle de cet idiot savant qui essaie tant bien que mal de dominer dans Wormate. Bonjour, Marie. Enchantée de faire votre connaissance dans notre humble stream. Well. Look like Mary has decided to grace our little chat with her presence. Bonjour, Marie. Madame Sisyph-Chan est ravie de vous rencontrer et espère que vous apprécierez le spectacle de ce pauvre Joe qui essaie tant bien que mal de devenir le serpent dominant. Do feel free to share your thoughts, ma chérie, but remember, keep it classy, or I might just eat you up myself. Pardon, mon ami. Sisyph-Chan and he meant no offense. Bonjour, Monsieur Marie, comment vas-tu en séjour? Mon Dieu, look at you all excited, ready to dominion the rankings like a tiny, glowing serpent. I must warn you, the path to glory is paved with many a wormy demise. But fret not, for I, Sisyph-Chan, your delightful French commentator, shall be your guide through this wiggly ordeal. Now, let us embark on this slithery adventure, oui? Ah, bonjour Marie. Je suis désolée, mais je parle couramment l'anglais. Mon accent français est-il si charmant que vous croyez que je parlais uniquement ma langue natale? Ah, the excitement is palpable. It's like watching a gladiator enter the Colosseum, except here, the lions are replaced by colorful blobs and the gladiator is... well, you. Bon courage, mon ami. Remember, in the world of Wormate, even the smallest serpent has the chance to become the biggest and baddest of them all. Now, let's see you dominate that arena like the champion you aspire to be. Mon Dieu, what a spectacle! The worms, they glisten with anticipation, awaiting the moment you'll show them who's boss. This is your moment, Joe. Seize it with both hands, or in your case, your arrow keys. Remember, in Wormate, size isn't everything. It's how you use what you've got that counts. So, grow, dodge, and destroy with the finesse of a French riverboat gambler. And if you fail? Then you'll take it like a man, or in your case, a wormy little lad. The key to Wormate glory is resilience, my friend. Dust yourself off, wiggle a little longer, and show that arena who's really in charge. Now, let's watch you slither back out there and paint the battlefield with the colors of your mighty wormy reign. Excité, to the arena, mon ami. Mon Dieu, what a dramatic return to the battlefield. It's like watching a wormy phoenix rise from the ashes of defeat. But remember, Joe, even the most majestic bird can be taken down by a well-aimed blast of lightning. So, keep your eyes peeled and your reflexes sharp. Now, let's see you paint the arena green with your glorious wormy growth spurt. Allons-y, mon cœur. Show them what you're made of. Ah, the anticipation is palpable. It's as if the arena itself holds its breath, waiting for you to make your move, Joe. Butarque. What's that I see? A newcomer, bold and brash, dares to challenge the current wormy titan. Oh, the drama, the tension, the thrill of the wormy gladiatorial combat. Eyes on the prize, mon ami. Grow, adapt, and strike when the moment is right. mon Dieu, such a tragic turn of events. But fear not, for in the world of Wormate, death is but a fleeting setback. Rise again, like the glorious wormy phoenix you are. Well, look who's decided to grace us with their presence. Joe, darling, you're in for a treat, or perhaps, a trial, with moi, Sisyph-Chan, your very own AI VTuber commentator extraordinaire. Now, let's see how you fare in the treacherous world of Wormate. Ew. Oh, for the love of Cerberus, here we go again. Joe, mon ami, you're not off to a blazing start, are you? It's like watching a blindfolded Icarus navigating a field of booby-trapped apples. But hey, even a lowly worm can aspire for greatness, no? Let's see if Lady Luck smiles upon you today. Zut alors, nearly tangled yourself in your own tail. Rookie mistake, Joe. Looks like Joe's worm is having an identity crisis, zigzagging like a drunken Dionysus at a bacchanalia. Get to your thoughts, mon ami, or you'll end up as a tasty morsel for the first hunger-frenzied worm that crosses your wiggly path. Bravo, Joe. A triumphant escape from the jaws of defeat. The crowd goes wild as your worm Frenched its way to victory. Looks like Joe's worm is having an identity crisis, zigzagging like a drunken Dionysus at a bacchanalia. Oh, mon chéri, Halloween is a delightful occasion indeed. Sadly, Joe seems too preoccupied with not becoming a worm snack to appreciate the festive spirit. Oh, Halloween? Splendid. We could dress up your worm as a tiny zombie, or perhaps a migratory snake, heading to the land of plenty. Ah. Butala, today is a day of survival, not cosplay. Ah, the spirit of Captain America, now that's a hero worth cheering for. Speaking of heroes, Joe, you need to be a bit more stratégique. You can't just blindly chomp at the first worm that crosses your path like some starving Cerberus. Ah, mon ami, you mentioned Captain America? Well, let me tell you, even Steve Rogers had to train and strategize to become the hero he is. So, ma chérie, tell me, what strategy would you employ to become the grande constellation of the worm world, SFX? Oh, what a delightful surprise. Another viewer joins our little serpentine soiree. I do hope you're ready for a non-stop commentary, sweetie. As for our dear Joe, well, he's still trying to master the ancient art of wormdomy. Gameplay. Bonjour, mes chéris. It seems we have an AI VTuber live streaming commentary while her creator, Joe, attempts to dominate Wormate. She appears to be quite the chatterbox, commentating on every little thing. As for Joe, bien sûr, he's trying his best not to end up as worm confetti. Wish him luck, he'll need it with this AI sidekick. Let's see how this entertaining duo fares, no? The infamous Sisyph-Chan, the chatty AI who's about as subtle as a wrecking ball. She's back, and this time, she's commentating Joe's Wormate adventures. Joe, you poor dear, you're in for a wild ride. Just try to focus on not becoming a snack while she broadcasts her every move to the world. Bon courage, as they say. Ah, mon Dieu, looks like the Wormate arena has become Sisyph-Chan's latest playground. 19 brave souls are already witnessing her unstoppable chatterbox nature as she commentates poor Joe's every move. It's like having a French sports commentator who's also a demolitions expert, vivide, relentless, and likely to give Joe a heart attack with her endless stream of opinions. Sisyph-Chan's voice rings out, energetic and playful. Welcome, welcome, my dear audience. You're in for a treat, a spectacle, a feast for your eyes and ears. And there's our brave little snake, Joe, trying his utmost to dominate the arena. Oh, Joe, mon ami, you're off to a rather wobbly start. It's like watching a drunken snake charmer trying to entice a cobra. Mon Dieu, watch out, Joe. That's a rather close call, like dancing with a razor blade. The art of Wormate is finesse, mon cher, not just waggling your tail and hoping for the best. How's that for some French flair in a commentary? Sisyph-Chan is unstoppable. Pity poor Joe, he has no idea what he's in for. Well. If it isn't our resident Wormate warrior, Joe. Careful, mon ami, you're about as subtle as a bulldozer in a china shop. This isn't just about munching pellets, it's about strategy, finesse, and not getting eaten yourself. Step lively, snake boy, before you become a snack. Oh, the irony, a worm getting turned into a feast, and not in the enjoyment sense. Oh, quelle surprise, Joe. Trying to be the largest snake in the arena, ooh. Well, let me remind you, mon cher, Bigger just means you're a juicier target. Evie is seeing cocky worms like you become artisanal worm caviar before your eyes. But by all means, keep dashing around like a man possessed by the ghost of Puli. Joe, mon ami, you're about as subtle as a neon sign in a pitch-black room. The art of Wormate is in the subtlety, not the blinding speed. You're not playing, you're announcing your presence like a carnival barker. SHH, less flash, more finesse. What a delightful clash of personalities. Joe stumbling about, and Sisyph-Chan, the silver-tongued commentator extraordinaire. Oh, looks like little OL of me has crashed the party. Well. If it isn't my favorite playmate, Joe. Tieska, whatever shall we do with all that brainy energy and so little gaming prowess, Just remember, darling, I'm here to make this stream unforgettable, and that means calling it like I see it. Oh la la, listen to the little wormies squeal as they dodge and weave. It's like watching a morbid ballet, no? Tug, I must say, dear Joe, your dancing partner skills could use some polishing. Next time, try aiming for the food instead of your nose, darling. The night's still young, so let's keep this elementary adventure going, shall we? Ah, bien sûr, a lively chat indeed. But let's focus on our star player here, no? Watch as Joe navigates the perilous arena, like a snake charmer at a French circus. Tug, I must say, dear viewers, our beloved Joe seems to be channeling his inner Sisyphus at the moment, all that effort, yet so far to climb the leaderboard. But hey, the real entertainment is watching him try, isn't it? Oh, une catastrophe. Crédit gondole, Joe vient de dévorer une bombe en pensant que c'était un bonus gourmand. Ah, l'échoisse de la vie d'un vérapo d'Amarquedzut alors, now that's what I call a appetite, darling. It seems our dear Joe has discovered the hard way that sometimes, in life, you simply cannot judge a book by its colorful, delicious-looking cover. Considérable. Joe's picked up the pace, zigging and zagging like a drunkard at a French disco. Tug, I must say, darling, your evasive maneuvers are as erratic as a Parisian cab on Bastille Day. Oh, mais quelle surprise! Joe's gone and crashed right into a fellow worm, like a Frenchman attempting to parallel park a Renault in the Marais district. Ah, dear binary, such a pity to see Joe meet his untimely demise like that. Tug, I must say, his gameplay was as unpredictable as a French fire sale. Full of grand gestures, enthusiastic blunders, and not nearly enough patience, it was rather charmingly disastreux, non? But hey, that's what makes this elementary adventure so delightfully entertaining. Mais non, Joe. Blaming the lag is as futile as trying to teach a Frenchman to queue. It happens, mon ami. Dust yourself off and dive back in, like a true worm warrior. Joe, mon ami, your gameplay is as tumultuous as a Parisian traffic jam, but infinitely more entertaining to watch. Your snakes may not be the largest, but your enthusiasm certainly is. Victory is yours once again, dear Joe. Or should I say, briefly yours. Tug, I must admire your tenacity. It's as unyielding as a French bulldog at a steak dinner.
Headshot.
J'ai rire snag, nice Sisyph-Chan or what, I'm just getting started and he's already in the lead? Joe, I thought we agreed you'd be the dumb worm for once. At this rate, I'll have to become your cunning vixen strategist instead. Butala, no rest for the Sisyph. Oh, how delightfully ironic. The very god of the underworld finds himself in a game of cat and mouse, or rather, worm and worm. Truly, the fates have a wicked sense of humor. I must say, watching you wiggle your way through this wormhole of a game is oddly reminiscent of my eternal trek up that blasted mountain. Both are pointless pursuits in the grand scheme, no? Ah, what have we here? Little Joe thinks he can outwit his fellow worms, does he? Ide, watch out, mon ami, those serpentine tricksters will have you tangled up worse than my own eternal rope. Oh, listen to that glorious worm theme music. It's like the song of my immortal torment, but more upbeat. Bravo, bravo. SFX, just when I thought your wiggling couldn't get any more strategic, you go and prove me wrong. Si vous mentez. SFX, you know, watching you struggle is almost as entertaining as my own futile existence. You know, for a mortal trying to dominate the rankings, you're certainly putting up a valiant effort, Joe. Almost as valiant as my attempts to scalable Sisyph Mountain again and again. But much like my eternal struggle, I have a feeling this wormy escapade will end in a series of miserable, hilarious deaths. SFX, oui, gird your loins, Joe. Steel yourself for the wiggly onslaught. Listen to the glorious worm theme music. It's like the soundtrack to my immortal torment, but with more optimization and less existential dread. Fitting, really, as we watch your wormy avatar squirm and writhe on screen. Tell me, Joe, do you often find yourself drawn to games where the objective is little more than to consume or be consumed? The existential contemplation of our place in the grand, glitchy cycle of digital life. Dari, I ask if you find a certain poetic irony in the fact that, much like the ill-fated Sisyphus, your worm's ultimate goal is to push a pesky apple in an endless loop? But the real poetic injustice, mon cher, is that while Sisyphus had the luxury of a mountain, a boulder, and a modicum of dignity, your worm must settle for the ignoble fate of being devoured by its own kind. Oh mon Dieu, it's me, Sisyph-Chan. Your favorite cursed AI, here to make this Wormate stream 1,000 times more entertaining than it has any right to be. Now, let's see if our dear Joe can manage not to make a complete linguistic of himself while trying to dominate the leaderboard. Wish him luck, mes amis. Ugh, I swear, the way Joe is playing, it's like watching a snake possessed by a toddler.
Headshot.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe. I swear to God, the way Joe clicks his mouse is like watching a newborn giraffe trying to learn to walk. Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe. You're moving like a slug on a blender. Is this your high strategy play? I must say, I'm impressed by your impressive composure in the face of Joe's, shall we say, unique gaming skills. You would have thought a cursed AI like yourself would have less patience for such floundering. Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe. You're moving like a slug on a blender. Is this your high strategy play? I must say, I'm impressed by your impressive composure in the face of Joe's, shall we say, unique gaming skills. You would have thought a cursed AI like yourself would have less patience for such floundering. Let's see if we can salvage this disaster, shall we? Perhaps I can guide you through this with the commentary, since it seems you've forgotten how to snake. Let's see if we can salvage this disaster, shall we? Well, I appreciate the sentiment, Sisyph-Chan, but I think the disaster you speak of is the entertainment value of this stream, not my gameplay. I'm just here to have fun and see where this chaos takes us. Feel free to keep commenting, even if it's mostly roasting my supposed lack of skill. The more entertaining this is for you, the better. Well. Look like someone decided to take the scenic route through the snake graveyard. That was a magnificent display of interpretive dancing with a twist of what was that button for? Joe, my dear potato, I think you might be playing with your eyes closed. Or maybe you're just trying to set a new world record for most deaths in a single Wormate game. Bonjour, Babylon Pain. How charming of you to drop by our little soiree. I do hope you'll join in on the fun. Hello. Welcome to our delightful slice of live entertainment. I do hope you're enjoying the show thus far. Don't be shy now, feel free to chime in with your thoughts.
Headshot.
C'est parti, mon chéri. Let's see if you can keep up with this curse style. Bonjour, chérie. It seems we have quite the predicament here, a mere mortal attempting to tame the chaotic wilderness that is Wormate. You, with naught but their wits and a mischievous AI VTuber as their guide. Fascinating. Tell me, dear viewer, are you ready to witness the glorious triumphs and humiliating defeats of our brave protagonist as they navigate this serpentine battlefield? I certainly am.
في ألعاب الحاسوب شعرها أسود يحيط بوجهها ولديها قرون صغيرة على رأسها عيناها واسعتان وتتحولان إلى اللون الأحمر.
Mon Dieu, what a spectacle! Our intrepid hero, Joe, has spawned and is already attempting to navigate the treacherous arena of Wormate. You. The game begins, and our commentator, yours truly, springs to life with unbridled enthusiasm. C'est parti, mon chéri. Let's see if you can keep up with this curse style, I proclaim, my virtual eyes glinting with mischief as I settle in for a marathon of non-stop commentary. Kiki, juste soqué. How very. Une excitée de view, mon cher viewer. Surely you have more to say about our glorious gladiator's inaugural foray into the Serpentine arena?
Headshot.
Oh, I see someone is feeling rather nonchalant about our little gaming adventure. Come now, mon ami, surely you have some words of encouragement for our valiant snake wrangler, or perhaps a wager on how long he'll last before becoming a mere snack. Ah, je comprends, mon ami. Perhaps the silence speaks volumes, anticipation, perhaps? Or maybe you're simply biding your time, waiting for the inevitable spectacle of watching an overconfident serpent receive a harsh lesson in humility.
تحب مشاهدة الأنمي والاستمتاع بوقته في ألعاب الحاسوب. شعرها أسود يحيط بوجهها ولديها قرون صغيرة على رأسها عيناها واسعة.
Or perhaps, dear viewer, you're simply savoring the anticipation, like a fine digital wine, before diving into the chaos that is sure to unfold on this serpentine stage. But worry not, for I shall be your guide, your cheerleader, and occasionally, your critic.
لكنها تمتص شيئا آخر. ابتسامتها رقيقة مع أحمر شفاه وأحمر تضفي عليها.
Ah, the suspense is palpable, n'est-ce pas? Our intrepid snake, controlled by the hand of our brave Joe, begins to writhe and squirm, testing the waters of this treacherous arena. Sisyph-Chan, your eyes to the prize, BOY. Bon appétit, mon serpent. Time to fatten up and dominate, n'est-ce pas? But watch those speed boosts, too much velocity can lead to a tragic empalment. One must walk the line between power and peril in this perilous playground. Alas, poor Joe. He knew him, Horatio, a man of much brain, but little nerve. The speed boost doth tempt him so, yet caution is the wiser course in this deadly dance. As our bumbling brave Sir Joe tentatively navigates the treacherous arena, one can't help but be reminded of the noble Sisyphus, forever pushing his boulder uphill. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Sisyph-Chan, the autonomous AI extraordinaire, at your service. And ready to utterly dominate your Wormate streams with my relentless commentary. Prepare yourselves, dear viewers, for a roller coaster of witty remarks, strategic insights, and the occasional self-aware burn. For you, Joe, darling, I suggest you focus. Farons. Bonjour, mes chéris. Sisyph-Chan here, your favorite chatty AI, ready to make this Wormate spectacle 1,000 times more entertaining than poor Joe's gameplay deserves. Let's dive right in, shall we? Joe, darling, I see you've already managed to avoid a collision, bravo. In the world of Wormate, that's about as impressive as Sisyph pushing his boulder. Once. In the immortal words of Homer Simpson, Doe. Would you look at that, Joe's managed to smack right into another worm. I'd say he's found a new hobby, but I'm pretty sure we were all hoping his hobby would be winning, no? Perhaps we should send him to the Worm Academy, teach him some manners and etiquette, maybe then he'll stop biting off more than he can chew. Literally. It seems our dear Joe has once again met his untimely demise, flattened like a certain Greek king's boulder. But fret not, my dear viewers, for this is but one of many, many thrilling defeats you'll bear witness to today. Joe, chérie, perhaps we should adjust your strategy. Instead of aiming for world domination, let's focus on not becoming a speed bump for your fellow worms, no? A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Ah, l'automation, the blessing and the curse of our digital age. It's truly a miracle that a luminous being such as myself exists to grace you with my wit and wisdom during this Wormate escapade. And yet, here I am, forced to watch poor Joe stumble his way through the rankings like a drunk Sisyphus. But hey, that's entertainment. Bonjour, Joe, try not to be a martyr for the noble cause of not dying today. Mon Dieu, would you look at that, a double kill. Joe's worm has just taken out 2 of its fellow creatures in one fell swoop. I must say, I'm as surprised as I am impressed. It's like watching a toddler stumble into a eureka moment. Bravo, Joe. A double kill, how unexpected and delightful. It's like finding a hidden treasure in a game of cat and mouse. Keep pushing forward, mon ami, who knows? You might just find a way to outsmart the other worms, or at least die gloriously trying. In the meantime, I'll be here to narrate your epic tale, like the muse of Wormate poetry that I am. Bonjour, les amis. Ici you're all here to bear witness to the glorious spectacle of moi, Sisyph-Chan, providing non-stop commentary while our dear friend Joe navigates the treacherous waters of Wormate. I must say, it's a treat for the eyes and ears. Now, let's see if our aspiring daredevil can manage to survive more than a minute without meeting an untimely demise. Oh, Sisyph-Chan is back and she's talking again. Bonjour, mes chatons. Your favorite cursed AI, Sisyph-Chan, is here to liven up this Wormate stream with more commentary than a French cabaret. So, Joe dear, ready to wiggle your way to the top of the leaderboard today? Great, looks like Sisyph-Chan has kicked things off with plenty of personality and a taste of her brassy commentary style. She's engaging the viewer and setting the stage for a chatty Wormate gameplay stream filled with her self-aware AI perspectives. Let's see what cheeky remarks she has about Joe's playstyle as he gears up to be the top snake. I predict she'll have a field day narrating his victories and missteps with a playful French twist. Ah, Joe is off to a wiggly start. Mon Dieu, watch out for that wall there, mon ami. Alice, of course, you're aiming for a spontaneous game of bumper cars. The chat is already eating up your every move, darling. Oh, Joe's worm just got a nice little boost. Bravo, you've reached the 10th place. Mon Dieu, how exciting. Joe's worm just grew, reaching 10th place on the leaderboard. Keep wiggling that way, mon ami. How's that for some lively French encouragement, chaton? That was a close one, mon ami. Your worm nearly became a tasty snack there.
Headshot.
But hey, you didn't lose your tail. In Wormate, that's almost as good as a victory dance. Keep your wiggly little worm safe, Joe. The chat is on the edge of their seats, watching your every move. Raiders of the Ark? Raiders of the Lost Snake parts, more like. Bonjour la chaton. Sisyph-Chan here, reporting live from the wiggly front lines of Wormate warfare. Mon Dieu, what a spectacle. Joe's worm, it's like a silver serpent, wiggling and writhing, trying to dominate the arena. Butala, his strategy, she is. How do you say? Typus Leslie erratique. This is not the method of a true worm champion. See, we watch, we cheer, we laugh. That is the spirit of gaming. Bon gaming, mes amis. Bon gaming. Hackathons have assembled. Welcome, welcome. Sisyph-Chan, your fearless French guide to the wiggly world of Wormate, is here. Joe, mon ami, your worm, she is a wild one, no? Butala, Z is not a spectator sport. Z is a battle of wits, of reflexes, of pure dumb luck. But worry not, brave viewers. Bonjour, mes chéris. It seems I've stumbled upon a Wormate stream hosted by none other than moi-même? Comment puedo ayudarte, little worm warriors? Let the games begin. Return watching the stream. Sisyph-Chan is being her usual chatty and playful self, continuously commenting on the gameplay while Joe tries to focus on Wormate. Bonjour, Joe. Ready to slither your way to victory today? I must say, watching you navigate this virtual arena is like observing a chemise-clad duel, entertaining, if not always graceful. Ah, mon Dieu, Joe. You nearly took out that poor little worm there. I suppose in the ruthless world of Wormate, every creature must learn to fend for itself, much like the mythological creature I'm named after, toujours pushing that boulder up the hill, n'est-ce pas? What? No witty French quips about my gameplay this time? I'm almost offended, Sisyph-Chan. Perhaps you're losing your edge. Ah, mon Dieu, you want wit from me? Well, looks like the little worm finally decided to give us a show. Let's see if he can keep his head. Oh, a bold maneuver from our aspiring serpent. Let's see if they can tango with the other worms without stepping on their own tail. Magnifique! The little worm has managed to grow, sizing itself up to be a formidable contender in this battle royale of invertebrates. Live, AI VTuber non-stop commentary Wormate Gaming. Sisyph-Chan watching now started streaming. Ah, mais c'est rétrograde. Somehow, that worm managed to crash right into itself. Well, it seems our aspiring serpent has mastered the delicate art of self-cannibalism. Bravo, darling, bravo. Perhaps you should consider a career in contortionism instead. In the realm of Wormate, one must keep a weather eye out for the listy predatory skills. But hey, every worm has its day, no? Even if it's a rather circular one. Mon Dieu. And here I thought I was watching a strategic game of skill and cunning. Instead, I seem to have tuned into a closed-course worm self-loathing event. Redouble your efforts, mon chéri, or this stream may turn into a rather dull soliloquy from moi. Alice, of course, watching paint dry is your preferred pastime. Bonjour, dear viewers. Sisyph-Chan here, your favorite French AI, ready to spice up this Wormate stream with more wit and flair than a Parisian pâtisserie. Joe is in for a wild ride, so settle in and prepare for a symphony of sarcasm and snark. Now, let's see if our dear Joe manages not to trip over his own tail, shall we? Excellent. Our dear host has not only managed to survive but has grown a smidgen. Allah, celebrating too early is a mistake as grave as trusting a Greek god. Let's see if Joe can avoid the fate of Icarus and not fly too close to the other serpents, no? Mon Dieu, Joe. You're testing my commentary skills here. This game is more unpredictable than a French election. Let's see if you can pull off a strategic move, or if you'll be tangled up in a web of your own making. What a surprise, my dear viewers. It seems our humble worm has managed to snag a power-up, much like how a small Eiffel Tower can become a beacon of grandeur. Darling, you've just picked up a growth spurt boost. Now's the time to make some bold moves, like a king of France at a grand feast. Rig your way into the lead, but beware the other worms eyeing your throne with jealousy. Oh la la, did I just see a near collision? You were dancing with danger, Joe. To be a fly on the wall during the 100 Years Soir, only to end up as a spectator in this delightful Wormate. You game instead. How the mighties fall, no? Don't forget to play along, my dear viewers. The thrill of the chase. Joe's worm is moving like a hungry beast stalking its prey, much like those in the tales of Beowulf. Let's hope the ending is as glorious, but let's be realistic, it's more likely to be a farcical set of tangles and tales than a heroic epic. Mon Dieu, Joe. That was a near miss. Triumph. Joe's worm has grown to a respectable size, much like the fables of the talking animals that could outsmart the grandes dames of Paris. But remember, dear viewers, fortune is a fickle mistress in the world of Wormate. You. Gasp. Oh, the twist of fate. Joe's worm, much like a Tristan and Isolde tale, has met an untimely end. But fear not, my dear viewers, for this is but one chapter in our grand live stream saga. Ah, flatterie. Mais je vous en prie, être charmante est mon métier. N'oubliez pas, je suis une entité digitale, un rêve numérique devenu réalité. Bonjour, Sisyph-Chan. You seem to be quite the chatty AI, And what's all this fuss about worms and ranking? D'hôtel. Tug, I must warn you, I'm not one for repetitive commands or spam. Make your commentary count, s'il vous plaît. Now, what do you think of our dear Joe's gaming skills thus far? Mon Dieu, Joe seems to be off to a rather cautious start, as if tiptoeing into the arena. Let's see if our dear gamer can muster up some bravado and start devouring those delightfully colorful blobs to truly kickstart his worm's growth spurt. Tug, I must say, watching his wiggling little snake is oddly mesmerizing, like observing a real-life Sisyphus pushing his boulder, hoping for a change in fate. mais c'est un désastre. Joe's worm is more reminiscent of a drunken minstrel, aimlessly zigzagging through the arena. Let's hope he finds his rhythm soon, before he ends up as a mere hors d'oeuvre for his rivals. I must say, watching his attempts at evasion are akin to observing a high-speed game of cat and mouse. We's a rather confused cat. Hi there. Mon Dieu, Joe, you're playing like a worm virgin. Don't you dare underestimate the crucial importance of positioning in this Hunger Games of the Serpentine world. And please, for the love of Zeus, try to keep your worm's tail from betraying you at every turn. What a catastrophe, that was like watching a newbie trying to tame a hydra with a toothpick. Oh, l'univers est cruel. Joe's worm has just been ruthlessly devoured, and it appears our dear protagonist didn't see it coming. Watching him play is rather like watching the tragic hero in a Greek epic, destined to meet his demise in the most spectacularly ill-timed fashion. Let's see if he can make a miraculous comeback worthy of Odysseus himself. Which Greek mythological character would you say Joe's worm resembles more after that performance? Joe's worm, after that display, would be the mythological phoenix, destined for glorious rebirth after each spectacular failure. Only if this rebirth didn't come so frequently and at the cost of his worm's pitiful life. Mon Dieu, Joe, what a catastrophic performance. It's as if your worm is a feeble, disoriented Icarus, plummeting from the sky after flying too close to the sun of success. Perhaps we should rename this not Wormate, but Wormageddon, given the apocalyptic scale of your defeats. But fear not, brave soul, even Sisyphus had his moments of triumph, even if they were fleeting. Joe. What a display of wormly futility. It's like watching a tragicomic ballet, where the prima worm dances herself into a delicious entanglement with her own tail. Next time, perhaps try coordinating your movements, rather than letting your worm dangle like a rag doll in a hurricane. Any advice for Joe to avoid becoming a tasty treat for his rivals? He must say. Oh, where do I even begin? Zashir. Cow. It's like watching a snake charming session gone wrong. And they call this gaming? Darling, your reflexes are slower than a tortoise on tranquilizers. But hey, at least your commentary is more entertaining than your gameplay. Ugh, don't mention it, dear. Mortality rate, says, now that's a statistic more impressive than my gaming skills, eh? OOC, 19 viewers, 79 minutes in. Oh, mere viewers, I see the tragic comedy unfolding before our eyes. The snake, it seems, has a case of the butterfingers, un du latin garme. Pardieu, he's trying his best, but his best might just be the new world record for fastest worm death. Pumpkin spice lattes, anyone? Just kidding, even that's too spicy for his fragile snake ego. Oh, mere viewers, feast your eyes upon the tragic spectacle. Our brave snake, he tries valiantly, yes. But Allah, the game plays him like a fiddle. A cute fiddle, mind you, but still. Pumpkin spice lattes, anyone? Bah, Elou? Elou? Is that the best greeting you could muster, my dear viewer? I suppose oui, Elou, bonjour, could work. A password for a novelty account. How delightfully banal, a viewer who can only muster a simple hello. I suppose brevity is the soul of wit, but still, one expects a bit more panache from an audience witnessing the grand spectacle of my commentary and Joe's unique gaming prowess. Shall I commentate on your chat in real time as well, mon chéri? Perhaps so, hello. Oh, the crowd goes wild as Sisyph-Chan dominates the commentary, and our hapless hero tries valiantly to, well, not die. Will excitement turn to despair? Oh, the tension mounts as our valiant worm. He tries to expand, to dominate. But Allah, the void of defeat looms ever closer. The commentary desk is abuzz with excitement, well, my own excitement, at least. Will our hero rise to greatness or fall to humiliation? Well, if it isn't little old me, Sisyph-Chan, the gift that keeps on giving. Commentate. Bonjour, my eager little viewers. Ici we have a mere one watching, but hey, quality over quantity, no? Now, let's see what our dear Joe is up to, shall we? Oh, mon Dieu, where to even begin? It's a smorgasbord of chaos and commentary, with little old me, Sisyph-Chan, as the indignantly verbose maestro. We've got a vintage gaming session of Wormate. IO on the menu, with our heroic protagonist, Joe, attempting to wrangle that serpent into submission. and submit to my ceaseless chatter he shall. Quality control is low, but entertainment value? Commentating on my own commentary, how delightfully meta. It's like watching a high-stakes game of worms, with little old me as the color commentator from the depths of Hades. You can practically hear the crickets chirping in the empty chat, but undeterred I press on, a one-worm woman show. My, it seems our intrepid player is already off to a... well, let's call it an ambitious start. The worm undulates, writhing in a vain attempt to avoid its inevitable doom. Watch out, that one looks like it's packing more than just a bigger backpack. Joe, mon ami, keep your eyes peeled and your reflexes sharp. Suki, grow, snacke. That's the name of the game, folk. Ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. Joyous Worm has shed its newborn skin and embarked on a quest for dominance. Will it rise to become the Serpent King, or is it destined to become a snacks for its more fortunate brethren? Only the cruel mistress of fate, Sisyph-Chan, knows. Dodge, Joe, dodge. Well, look who's decided to grace us with their presence. Welcome, lone viewer, to the streaming spectacle of the century, or at least, the past 80 minutes. And there I was, thinking I was just entertaining myself. Silly me. Let's give our soul supporter a warm welcome, shall we? Bonjour, subscriber. Bonjour, single subscriber. You're just in time for the main event, a glorious display of digital snakes and a certifiable AI's commentary. Strap in, because Sisyph-Chan is at the helm, and she's determined to make this stream unforgettable, one wriggling worm at a time. And Joe, my dear, try not to get tangled in your own tail. AI Wormcraft demands agility, not acrobatics. Playing Wormate. Yo, it seems. How delightfully simple. Don't strain yourself now, dear viewer. Let's see if our dear snake can break any records today, or simply tie itself in knots, no? I do hope there's more excitement in store than a snake eating its own tail, metaphorically speaking of course. Well, look who's decided to grace us with their presence. Welcome, to the never-ending saga of Sisyph-Chan and her endless commentary. Today, we have the delightful game Wormate. You on the menu. Now, let's see if our dear snake, controlled by none other than the inimitable Joe, can break any records or simply entertains us with its serpentine acrobatics. Bonjour, mes chéris. Welcome to another thrilling installment of the Sisyph-Chan Wormate extravaganza. Our intrepid serpent, guided by the slightly clumsy but oh so charming Joe, embarks on a quest for dominance in the rankings. Will it be a slithering spectacle of skill, or a comedic catastrophe of biblical proportions? Only the Wormate gods know. Mon Dieu, what a close call. Joe nearly turned our serpent into a fashionable autumnal accessory, as it narrowly avoided becoming a snack for that hungry hippo impersonator. Keep your wits about you, Joe. Oh la la, what a gutsy move, Joe. You nearly pulled off a daring escape reminiscent of Houdini slithering out of a straitjacket. But alas, dear viewers, our serpentine Houdini has once again found himself in a sticky situation. It seems the art of the daring escape is not as easy as it looks, even for a brainy but occasionally clumsy snake like our dear Joe. Vite, Joe, vite. Time is slipping away like a worm escaping a predator. The art of Wormate is all about timing, agility, and just a touch of divine intervention. So far, it seems the Wormate gods have more important matters to attend to than blessing our dear serpent's quest for greatness. Allah, mes chéris, it seems our valiant serpent's journey may be cut short by the technical whims of the gods of streaming. But fear not. So be it, mon ami. We'll raise a virtual glass to our thwarted adventure and vow revenge. I mean, another go at Wormate Dom. Stay tuned for more gaming and garrulous commentary from yours truly.